Hello, hello. Well, happy Monday, folks. Here we are again, and we are moving forward with our scene. Once again, for those who are new, I am the Big Daddy, Lenard Robinson, and I am working on a scene here of from my new little short film that I'm doing. And these tutorials are designed to help you if you're making your own animated film and you are wanting to see someone working on something in real time. That's what I'm doing. Here I have these kids are coming together and hugging each other, and so I have just been walking through this scene in real time. And so these videos are here to give you some sense of what someone might be doing. Everybody works on their animation in very different ways and with different results. So not to say that my way is the best way to do anything. It's just a way to do it. So, um, you know, learn if there's something to be learned. These videos also are. I haven't put numbers on them yet. However, if you're looking at a particular part of this action, you can always go back and look at the previous ones based on the dates. However, I think at some point I will start to number the scenes so that you have a better sense of what came first and what came second. So, but I think you will probably be able to determine from watching these what order they're in. But I'm going to work on that. So, all right, we'll move forward. So anyway, so I've got the way I had it before was I had them hop in, and then I had them. The hugging was kind of like the last part where they're sort of going back and forth. It's like once they land in this position, then they kind of sway left and right. So since I thought that was such a great idea, I think the way that I'm going to accomplish this is I'm going to rock them back and forth and do, use well, I'm going to copy paste. So, all right. So as you can see here, what I'm gonna do is when I did these drawings, I did a copy on it to be able to do this hug, but I didn't finish off the drawing. I just kind of moved stuff around a little bit, and just so I could see what it looks like. Because when you first start to animate anything, you're really having to kind of test the water with the scene to see, is this moving the way I want it to. So, all right. Well, anyways, so let's see. So what I'm going to do here is these last three drawings are held 6 frames apiece. So I'm going to come over here and do a split halfway, but I'm going to do what's called a duplicate split halfway. For those who are new, I'm also working in Rough Animator. If you're wondering what this particular program is, and you can see in the top left-hand corner it says Rough Animator. Rough Animator is a very good program to use. It's user-friendly, and so there you go. All right. So anyway, when you press duplicate split halfway, what it does is it takes that distance and it splits it so that you have two drawings that are held at the same frame rate. But you have two of them. So before I had a 6 frame distance, with one drawing. Now I have two drawings, each held 3 frames. So what I'm going to do here is take the second drawing, and I'm going to grab it with my select tool, and then I'm going to pivot. Let's see. Pivot it so that it's halfway between the first drawing and the second drawing. So let's see if we can get that to work. There we go. So we're pivoting this. Yeah. So that it's, so let's see, so it should be like dink, 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 yeah, you see. And then we want to do the same thing on the next drawing. So what we're going to do is do that again. So we'll go duplicate split halfway a second time and do the same thing. The second drawing will also, well, let's see, hang on a second, hold up, we're getting to here. All right, so actually we need, okay. So this drawing here, okay, we're going from here to here. So this drawing here in the middle needs to be halfway between the other two. So we want to move that pivot point down here. And we're going to now back up a little bit so that the pivot is there. Yeah, now the bad thing about this is we got to make sure that we're keeping the tilt consistent. And we don't really know where the tilt point was. See, so we've got to kind of go back and flip it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's going back the other way. Well, now actually, technically, I should be able to, once I get that far, if he's going to go back the other way. Well, you know what? See, here's what it should be, I think. Unless, well, let's see. Is going back the other way, is that going to be the same as... Well, maybe not, see, because going back the other way, see, well, I don't know, let's see. I mean, I guess I could just reverse the drawings. I could just go backwards like that. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, well, let's see. Let's try that then. So, okay, so what we'll do is, all right, so we'll take, so we'll get rid of this drawing here, this last drawing. Delete that one. So they'll take this drawing, we'll duplicate it after, then we'll move it so that it's at the end. So what's happening now is that drawing is going there and then it's starting to go back. Boom. Okay, so dink, dink. This drawing and this drawing should be the same, right? So let's see, then we'll go to this drawing here, duplicate after, then we're going to go boom, boom, boom. So what's happening now is I'm moving, okay, I'm duplicating the drawings to go backward now, backwards, so let's see. All right, it can get a little confusing here, so let's see, is this drawing the same as that one? No, it's not. Is it this drawing the same as that one? Or is it that drawing the same as that one? I think it's this drawing and this drawing are the same. So maybe I want this one drawing. Okay, so duplicate after, and then we just keep moving this drawing until it's at the end. So let's see what happens if we play this. Yeah, okay, it did work. All right, yeah. So I don't know if you could tell what I was doing there, but I just was reversing the drawings. The way I made it reverse was I just used the drawings that I did in one direction, duplicated them, and moved them to the end so that it goes backwards. Because yeah, they're hugging like that. They don't. They get into position, they hug, and then they swing. Now I adjusted a little bit on the bodies so that as they hug, like I've got Winnie's legs and Jason's legs kind of swinging a little bit. No, that's not too bad. That's okay. It's not too bad. All right. Well, that's working. So let's just say it's working enough for my business. I'm content with it. All right. So, all right. So now we have this. Let's see. It's three. It's two. Okay. Let's see. Maybe if I can make these two frame distances. Let's see if that's going to be too fast. So we'll go to the ones at the end here were 3 frames. Now we're going to make them all 2s. Let's see what happens there. I like it. I like things not being held too long. Obviously, I think a 2 frame scene, well, 2s just look nicer. I wonder if I can get another swing out of these guys. Let's see. So what if I were to go back this way? So back 4 frames. So let's see. What if we did? So that's, yeah. So okay. So let's see. What if we go duplicate after and do that? So that and that are the same. And duplicate after. So this, was it this and this are the same? Yeah. And then I think that's the one we want there. Duplicate after. This could seem a little confusing. So, let's see what happens here. Yeah, okay, we get a double hug. Boom. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's kind of cute. Yeah, it kind of works. All right. Anyway, I don't know if you could get what I was doing there, but what I was doing was I'm reversing the drawings in both directions to get the hug to happen. Just, yeah, because that seemed like that was kind of working pretty good. All right. Okay, so now we will do color on these guys. So let's see. Yeah, I think we'll just carry. Yeah, well, I think we'll just carry everybody here at the same time. I'm gonna pull this back to fit the window, just so I have bigger images. And so now we're going to add a new layer, a new empty layer, and this layer will be color. We'll say color. So we'll label it color. Okay, and since everything is held at 2s, we will do that. Then what we want to do, I like typically to do, is I like to go ahead and add all the frames up here in that color layer blank. So I'll just go add after, and I'll just keep doing that for each frame so that the color layer now will have the same number of blank frames, the same number of frames ready to draw on with the same exact exposure. Yeah. And we'll be able to use some of the same tricks even when we're doing color. Like when we get to the end here and we do this hug, we should be able to, well, yeah, we should be able to, we will be able to repeat drawings so that we don't have to, make things easy. We can make things easy for ourselves. All right, now we go to layer 1, which is the roughs. And we'll bring the opacity down. I like to bring it down to like 25%, 27%. That's good. So that way we can then, so that these drawings now are lighter, and we can work on the color layer, and we can get the dense. We can see the difference between the rough drawing and the finished drawing. So what I want to do now is pull up my color or a color sample so that I'll be able to let's see what my color is on my characters. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll just work from right to left, and I got to set my pen at a solid color here. Go to black. And I'll do Lenny first because he's on that side of the screen. Let's see. Looks like, I guess maybe I better, I'll make it 125%. Let's take it down just a little bit. And because of the edge of the frame, I don't know where, I don't know. I'll go to the edge of the frame. Well, yeah. I want to make sure I go out to the edge of the frame because if I don't, I might be, well, it might not, in other words, it might not go out. It might be missing the edge of the frame. So I show the edge of the frame, that way I can know that, my line is, for the characters that are right on the edge of the frame, the line is in the right place. I may have to, like in this case with Lenny, I'll do that on this side of it because, it's so, it's right on the edge there, and I just want to make sure I don't miss it. Let's see. What was, that's interesting. Let's see. Oh, no, that's right. Oh, okay. That was good. That was good. All right, good. Go back to fit window. Okay. All right. I mean, I do like to have it bigger because I like to be able to see what I'm doing. It's like if it's so little, it becomes difficult to see the quality of the line. All right. What do I have? It's 7 pixels. 7 pixels is good for a fairly fine line, but you can go smaller than 6 pixels, and it'll be all right. Let's see. Okay. This is probably going to take longer. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm just going to paint it. No. I'm going to start talking about stuff that I'm going to talk about it as I'm doing it. There we go. All right. So, all right. Okay, so, all right, so we'll paint Lenny. His hair is black. Skin color, there's a skin color. Hand color. I guess, is that the color of his lips? Looks like it. Okay. Let's see. Draws behind. So lip color. I think this is that. Shirt color. Okay. I think we're going to need the color behind his eye because those probably overlap. Okay. Pants. And let's see. Sandals. And there we go. All right, so we got him. Now we want to go on to Nora. So let's see. So we have our setting behind. So let's see. Nora's hair is black. So we'll put a black line around that. Eyebrows. Let's see. So then this hair is coming out in here. Boom. Right. So let's see. Nora's got. Okay, so it looks like we've got this. The color on her skin is there. All right, her arms are bare, so that's going to go here, there, on the arms. Okay, lips are pink, which, yeah, okay. So she has a highlight in the middle, so that's going to be, yeah, that's all going to be white in there. Let's see. So we got the line. Okay, so the line around her clothing. Let's see. We got this. Right. Okay. There. Okay, so she's got. All right, and then all the pants looks like. What's this color? What her shoes are colored? Let's see. Gotta find it. Let's see. Oh, it's probably in here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, okay. So she has a slightly darker color on her shoes. Okay, so it looks like what I've got here is, let's see. I've got, so it looks like I've got a line around her shoes here, but then the color of her shoes is darker. So we'll go ahead and put the line there. Okay. All right, then we'll go in with colors. So we've got black on the hair. We've got her skin color is a light peach. Right. This is a little working behind, so we can just shade that in behind. Okay. Yeah, underneath that's going to be peach color, and then we'll put white in the mouth there. Okay, then let's see, I think this is the color we want for the shirt. Yeah. And pants are going to be that color. And then this slightly darker color for the shoes, which I guess would be this color here. Okay. How are we doing? We're at 26 minutes. I think we better stop here. All right. Well, let's see. So we got two characters painted in the first frame here. Not very much painted, but we got to start. So I don't like to make my videos too long here. We'll stop. All right. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. You have a good day. Once again, don't forget to thank God for your talents and gifts. And I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, Jesus is Lord.